Hello, welcome to my Kickstarter campaign, Sushifuda. Sushifuda is a sushified take on Hanafuda, the traditional matching card game from Japan which features classic artwork of flowers and plants. Sushifuda, as you can imagine, features sushi. Adorable sushi. Let's take a look and I'll explain how to play. Sushifuda is primarily a matching game. There are many ways you can play with the cards, but I focus on Sakura style. It's also the style that's most widely known in Hawaii. It's very simple and fast-paced. One of the things I want to make sure of was to make the game easy to play without having to reference so much. Traditional Hanafuda kind of requires a little bit of memory as to what plant goes to what suit or what month the plant is part of. I've taken care that by marking the cards, for instance, you get instant recognition while you play. In Sushifuda, there are 12 suits. Each suit is basically a month of the year. Each month contains 4 cards that belong to the suit. So, for example, here we have January, where I've chosen the dumpling suit. There's February with rainbow rose. March, salmon nigiri. April, squid nigiri. May is shrimp nigiri. June, tempura. July, tuna nigiri. August, egg nigiri. September, maki rolls. And October, yellowtail nigiri. November, California rolls. And December with onigiri. As you notice, I also went with a different color for every month to help with identification, as well as having the name of the month in English here. Also, each particular sushi art that's featured, there's a different plate. So all of the March salmon nigiris will have something like this background here. And all the squid nigiris will all feature that white plate. So not only do you have the month, you've got the background color will match, as well as the plate, and of course, a cute little sushi. Here's an example of one suit in Sushifuda. This is the September month. It features maki rolls. I have the cards that have points in this month, and well, in any of the months, the cards that do contain points, which is usually 2 of the 4 cards. Sometimes there's more. I put the points in the upper right hand corners. You know, easy reference. Also, at the bottom of some cards, you'll see little sashimi icons, and I'll go into that a little bit later. On some of the cards, you'll see not only the sushi that's represented for the month, but also perhaps fortune cookies, or another type of sushi, or an animal of some kind, and some clouds. Some of the cards in Sushifuda will have these things. Hanafuda traditionally includes some animals in with their game, and I've tried to follow the theme of sushi with that. So some of the cards will be special. And yeah, so basically this is just a sample of a month. And also note, I think you can tell, but the cards are UV coated with a sweet, sweet linen finish. Oh yeah. The first thing you're going to want to do with Sushifuda is determine who the dealer is going to be. So here's my little player companion, little Puggy. You just take all your cards, put them in the center, and then draw a card. I drew August, Puggy drew June. Puggy got the earlier month, Puggy goes first, and they become the dealer. Now, depending how many players there are, will determine how many cards are going to be in your field and how many are going to be in your hand. Since there's just 2 of us playing, there will be 8 cards in the field and 8 cards in each of our hands. So, you deal the cards out. 8 for Puggy and 8 for me. You take the rest of the cards and you put them in a nice little draw stack. With Sushifuda, you have 2 basic moves per play. First, you want to look at your cards. Whoops. Hope that doesn't happen when you play. And you're going to want to see if you can match any of the cards in your hand with what's in the field. So, for example, let's see what we got here. April, March, October. Do we have an April, March, October? Yes, we do. Alright, so we've got an October. So you're going to want to take that card, put it down on the October card in the field, and capture. After capturing, check out and see if the cards have points. If they have points, set them on the side. Those are points that you will be collecting. Now, any cards that you capture that don't have points, you can go ahead and discard those and make a separate discard pile. The second thing you're going to want to do is draw from the draw stack, flip it over, and see if there's a May in the field. If there is a May in the field, in this case there is, go ahead, put that card down on there, collect them. As you can see, we have a 5-point card and basically a chaff nothing card. So this will go in the discard pile. This will go in your points pile that you're saving. And now it's my turn. Okay, so now I look at my hand. I try to see if anything matches with the field, and it looks like I've got nothing. So I have to choose one of my cards. I'll choose October, and I put it in the field. And for my second action, I draw from the stack, give it a look-see, see if it matches with anything in the field. In this case, it doesn't. Womp womp for me. So I put that also in the field. Then it becomes the dealer's turn again. And that's the basic game. Continue play by trying to match first a card that's in your hand with what's in the field, and then a card from the drawing stack with what's in the field. Any cards that you can't make a match with, you leave it in the field. Now, the game will end when all of the players run out of cards in their hands. Then you tally the points and see who wins. In Sushifuda, cards can either be worth nothing and be chaff, be worth 5 points, 10 points, or even 20 points. Now, if you tie with the dealer will win, and any 2 players that tie other than the dealer, the one sitting on the right of the dealer, will win. The winner of the last round becomes the dealer for the next round. Also, let's talk about this card, the Gaji card, also known as the Lightning card, for obvious reasons. It is a wild card. If you get this card in your hand, you can capture any card in the field regardless of what suit it is. So you can capture December, you can capture August, you can capture February, whatever. It's basically wild. Let's say I capture August because it's currently worth the most points on the field. I capture it, I put it to the side, and I want to make sure I keep the Gaji card on top of my captured card in my points pile, just so I have a frame of reference of what suit the Gaji captured. The Gaji card is part of the November suit. For Sushifuda, it's part of the California roll suit. Now say you didn't get this in your hand. Say you got it from the stack. So I pull the Gaji from the stack. I can either leave it in the field, or I can go ahead and capture something else that's in the field. Now let's pretend there's nothing worth any points in the field. I can optionally just leave it there. Now, if when you're setting up the field or at any point in time the Gaji card is in the field, the only way you can get a hold of the Gaji card is if you already have a card of the November suit to capture it. Now let's say that I had previously captured my August card and now the game has ended. If there are any August cards in the field, I get to keep them because I have captured that suit prior with my Gaji card. One other thing to remember is there is something called a hiki rule. Now a hiki is when you have all 4 cards of a suit. So for example, let's say I have 3 December cards in my hand, and if I had that other December card, I'd have a hiki, a full hiki. Now what if my puggy friend has the Gaji card and is eyeballing that card because it's worth 20 points? he's going to try to capture it. But I have all of the other 3 of that suit in my hand. Well, when he goes to try and capture it, I say, Hiki, and I can take those cards, go ahead and capture the rest of the Hiki, and take those points. Now, if you want to make the game a little bit more crazy, and you certainly don't have to, but of course making things crazy is a lot more fun, you can play with the traditional Yaku rules. Now, Yaku is the traditional wording. I prefer to call them sashimi combos, and I've marked the cards with little indicators, which I said I'd get back to sooner or later. So for example, here we have the green sashimi icon, which marks that it's part of a bonus combo. And here are the other 2 of the green sashimi bonus 3-card combo. Some cards actually belong to different combinations, so you want to keep your eyes on these cards because your opponent could grab them, try to make some combos. Obviously you want the combos and you want to prevent your opponent from grabbing the combos before you do. Let's say that I've made my green sashimi combo here. We've finished our game, we've tallied our points, and we each have 100 points, except I have a bonus sashimi combo. Well, that would mean that Puggy here has to subtract 50 points from his score, making me the winner. Now say we each have 100 points, and Puggy just so happens to have a set of 3 over here with red sashimi combo, and let's also give him the blue sashimi combo. Oh boy, what does that mean? Okay, well that means he's still going to have to subtract the 50 points for my combo, so he's down to 50 points, but I'm going to have to subtract 50 and 50, 100 points. Wow, so I've just lost. And that's basically how the bonus sashimi combos work. They don't give you points at the end of the game, but they cause everyone else to lose points. And there you have it. I hope you enjoy this brief little explanation of how to play Sushifuda. And yeah, here's a few cards that show you the bonus sashimi 3-card combos to go along with. And there you go. Hope you enjoy and have a lot of fun playing.